Welcome to our audio video guide all about boosting those muscles around your joints, especially your hip muscles. They're seriously important for your RV adventures. We're here to make sure you're feeling limber, strong, and ready for whatever adventure comes your way with simple exercises you can do right inside your RV. This piece is set up so you can watch and follow along for visual instruction, or just listen to the audio as you do the exercises. Whichever way works best for you. Let's get started. Coming up, simple exercises to improve overall hip mobility, movement efficiency, and injury prevention. You can pick your favorites to repeat, or put them all together for a daily routine. Hip flexor stretch. Kneel on one knee with the other foot flat on the floor in front of you. Keeping your torso upright, gently push your hips forward until you feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Aim for 2 to 3 sets on each side. Pigeon pose. Start in a plank position, then bring one knee forward and place it behind your wrist. Extend the other leg straight back behind you. Lower your hips toward the ground, feeling a stretch in the hip of the bent leg. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Aim for 2 to 3 sets on each side. Butterfly stretch. Sit on the floor with the soles of your feet together and your knees bent out to the sides. Hold onto your feet or ankles with your hands. Gently press your knees down toward the floor while keeping your back straight. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then release. Aim for 2 to 3 sets. Hip circles. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Place your hands on your hips and slowly circle them in a clockwise motion. Perform 10 to 12 circles, then switch to a counterclockwise motion. Aim for 2 to 3 sets in each direction. Hip flexor strengthening, bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips off the ground, creating a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Squeeze your glutes and hold the position for 5 to 10 seconds. Lower your hips back down and repeat. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Lateral leg raises. Lie on one side with your legs straight and stacked on top of each other. Lift the top leg toward the ceiling while keeping it straight. Lower it back down slowly. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. Clamshells. Lie on one side with your hips and knees bent at a 45-degree angle. Keeping your feet together, open your top knee as far as you can while keeping your pelvis stable. Slowly close your knee back to the starting position. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. Hip flexor strengthening, standing leg lifts. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Lift one leg straight out to the side, keeping it straight and without leaning to the opposite side. Hold for a few seconds, then lower it back down. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. Seated hip rotation. Sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. Bend one knee and cross it over the other leg, placing the foot flat on the floor. Rotate your torso to the side of the bent knee, using your opposite arm to gently press against the outside of the knee for a deeper stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Aim for 2 to 3 sets on each side. Deep squats. Stand with your feet slightly wider than hip-width apart. Squat down as low as you comfortably can, keeping your heels on the ground and your chest lifted. Hold the bottom position for a few seconds, then return to standing. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions.